Hello, everyone. You are welcome to Anchor Network, where you get reliable and authentic news that are so crucial to you. I say big thank you to everyone who has been part of this channel and who has taken time to subscribe. And if you are yet to subscribe, I say please click the red subscribe button and also the bell icon. The bell icon will allow you to get notified anytime we publish any news. I won't keep silent over injustice against Nigerians, says Soyinka. The Nobel laureate, Professor Wole Soyinka, has said that he would not keep silent whenever injustice is done to any powerless or vulnerable Nigerians by the people at the helms of affairs of the country. In an interview with Premium Times, Soyinka said he feels reduced whenever some horrendous violation is being done to another human being, especially the downtrodden. He said, "If I step out of my house and there is some horrendous violation being done to another human being, I feel myself reduced, and for the rest of the day, maybe the rest of the week, I'm not really whole. It preys on my mind." In other words, there are other things that I would rather be doing than going out on a limb to bathe. If you live in a society like this, where you feel sometimes that you are completely alienated from the rest of society, where society itself doesn't seem to share in the main same principles, where very often, in fact, you find the very people you are trying to defend turning on you because they prefer to take the side of power. They feel more comfortable under tyrannical forces because they perhaps feel that if they just endure such tyrannical forces, they might go away in the end. Speaking on the Nigerian youth, Soyinka said that the young generation is treacherous and many of them are only just waiting for their own slice of the national cake. They are just waiting for their own national cake, stressing that they admit it, they co-opt it, others, and even ridicule the progress ones among them. The first thing is that I have never given a blanket endorsement of youth. I used to exchange friendly disagreements with Tai Sholarin from time to time over this. I remember I took him on once. He said, "I can die for the young generation." And I said, "Don't say that. Don't be so sweeping in your statement. Some of these young generations is treacherous and many of them are only just waiting for their own slice of the national cake. But something has been happening to our youth. It's probably the technological strides in communication and dissemination of information. Far too many of them, empty-headed, really think that they know. They are what I sometimes refer to as the generation of be the first to comment. It's like they are sitting down there. They don't understand the issue somebody has just posited, either as a blog or whatever you people call it. I don't know. I don't live in that virtual realm," he added. He said some Nigerians use lack intelligence, curiosity, adding that they want things quick and easy, and that they ridicule those who take the trouble to set a standard. They strike me as capable of betraying a serious, genuine cause and endangering themselves, which is okay, but to endanger the overall movement is unacceptable. They want everything quick and easy, and they want knowledge as pre-digested mush. Anything that requires even figuratively chewing over an idea, a moment, an occurrence, they resent it. They ridicule those who take the trouble to set a standard. It's too much labor for them to aspire to higher level. I become sickened in the main by this so-called new generation, he said. Hmm. This is really food for thought. In my opinion, what I just discovered that, like I always say, that the people that are really leading us, they are not from outsiders. They were not imported into this country. They grew amongst us. They were part of us, and they are part of us. So it's not as if maybe, okay, somebody who is just coming from nowhere doesn't even know the background or the history of that country. They grew up in this country, and they enjoyed what it takes to, to have a good governance, even in their days. But what do we really have now? Now people are complaining that the youth are not really doing well. And when the youth are seeing the older ones, they are seeing their elders, they are seeing their fathers doing the wrong things, what are they going to emulate? The elder ones are not really role model that the youth can really emulate. You can't give what you don't have, or you can't just have what you have not been given. Okay, let me put it that way. You can't have what you have not been given. If somebody does not give you something, you can't own it. And they always say charity begins at home. A child that you have been nurturing right from the small, it is what you have, put in that child. That is what the child will take, even to his old age. So like now we are talking about the youth. I quite understand where the professor is talking from. But and again, they need to look at it, from the other way around, because you are the elders that ought to have really groomed this youth, because it is what a child is seeing his father doing. That is what he's going to do. Just like he said that the the youth, they are just waiting for their turn, and that is just what this country is all about. Nobody wants to say anything. I wouldn't want to go against it because I'm targeting that place. I just want to be in government. Like we always say, that politics is one of the most lucrative in Nigeria. It's not even one of the most, it is even the lucrative job in Nigeria. They see it as job, they don't see it as service. And that is how it ought to be. It's supposed to be a service to the people, but it's the other way around. Now the leaders are supposed to be the servants of the people, because they put you there. We are sending you on an errand to do this for us, to do this for us, to be our representatives, and you have to be at our mercy. The only time you see politicians, most times maybe they will be at the mercy of the masses, is during election time. But after that time, you will never see them again. They will turn to something else. They will turn tiger. They will turn to demigods. You'll be wondering, are these not same people that will come to you to go out, they will be laughing with you. They will, every nook and crannies, even if you are staying inside a hut, even if you are staying inside a desert, they will come and meet you there. But after you have given them what they want, they become something else. And they have been repeating it over and over again. And we too, we don't even really learn. They will still come and, deceive us with one or two things. And at the end of the day, we fall in for it. They have different strategies in which they do all of these things. So, like I say, the people leading us, they are not from outside the country. They grew up from us. So the kind of leaders we have is the kind of society that we have. And meanwhile, all of them, they are just taking turn. Let this one go, I would go and take my turn. So once they get there, they don't want to do anything. Nobody's ready to do anything. They just want to, like, okay, let me take what I need to take. Then if you come there, if you want to do whatever you want to do, it's your own cup of tea. They will like, this is my own turn. This is what I need to do. When you were there, what did you do? When you were there, who was smacking you? You had all the time to do whatever you wanted to do, but you couldn't do it. So this is my time. I have to use it judiciously. I have to use it to the fullest. And the unfortunate thing is that after everything, they will come back as ordinary citizens, and they will begin to be making some kind of statement, and people will like, okay, oh, this man is saying the same thing. And it's true. When you were there, what actually did you do? Because you felt that you have really taken enough for you to feed yourself to eternity, or till after you are dead. So that is just the mentality. So that is what we need to really see, emphasize. The elders, what have they taught the children, the younger ones? Because if you have as a parent, if you have children and you don't train them, at the end of the day, you will see them being wayward. You will see them, committing all manner of things, because you never taught them the right things. You can't be telling your child not to lie, and the child sees you that lying is your hobby, lying is your profession, and you are telling the child will just say, okay, I've heard you. But behind you, the child will be laughing that, what is this man talking about? And God help you, the child might just revolt one day and just face you. What are you talking about? The child will face you. You are telling me not to tell lies, and you are telling lies. So how do you reconcile all of those things? So it's the same thing. These are the same. They call themselves elders. That means the elders, they have really failed. They've really failed in their responsibilities, because they didn't do the right thing. And you expect the youth to just pick up and begin to do the right thing. It's not everybody. There's some children that are just exception. They just want to teach themselves. They just, okay, I don't want to go in line of my parents, of my elders, of my whatever. But what is the percentage of those people? Majority of the children will want to like do whatever they want to do, and you don't have a whatever over them. We still have some youths that are very reasonable, but what is the percentage? Most especially now that they have even used poverty to weaponize everybody. Everybody just thinks, so whatever I need to get, let me get whatever I need to get from you. And that's it. So guys, that's just my own contribution concerning what Wole Soyinka has said, that he's not going to keep quiet. He will continue to talk, because this era now, if you talk, they will term you one name: hate speech, terrorist, whatever, enemy of the state, or all manner of names. They already set all those about 4 5 names that they will give to you. So, but in his own case, he said he's not going to be quiet. Nobody's going to make him not to talk, that he will continue to talk. So guys, I would like to hear from you what you think about what Professor Wole Soyinka has said. Please leave your comments below in the comment section. Thank you very much.